Hey guys, what's up? Happy holidays. Hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas. I know mine was pretty fine. I've received a voucher to fly in a Boeing 737-800 simulator. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's my first time in a real life cockpit simulator, so that's going to be insane. But regardless, today I wanted to get into a more serious topic, something that I've noticed is an upwards trend, and it's kind of disturbing because there isn't anything being done. It's not a good trend. I mean, to me at least. So everyone knows what Instagram is, right? I don't have to explain it to you. Similar to TikTok, you have these short videos, right, that are usually supposed to be just funny things. Like, at least that's what my feed looks like singing cats. Yeah, I'm not here to show you brain rot memes, but something more serious. So sometimes when you scroll too much on Instagram, you get into this, let's say, dark side of Instagram, and you start seeing more and more uncanny and more, let's say, offensive and dark memes, to the point where they're not even memes anymore. They're just downright people being, I don't know, what's the word here? Well, you guys can describe it for me. So in the first example, we see a reel. Like, I'm not gonna show you the video because it's just like an edit of Leonardo DiCaprio and forgot what this guy's name was, sitting there and just basically saying that the Holocaust never happened, right? You're watching a documentary about the Holocaust in 2024. POV. I don't know what's supposed to be the POV here. Well, let's get into the comments. A documentary about something that never happened. Wow. Yeah, I already know what kind of side I'm on Instagram. I love how the hashtags are hashtag funny reel, hashtag dank memes, hashtag comedy, right? These are the hashtags, but when you look at the comments, it's Miss Abby's Pinterest here saying a documentary about something that never happened. And the thing is, they're not even joking either, right? They're that serious, and it's not just her. This is just the most liked comment on this post, so I wanted to point it out. So then we see someone posting a GIF or GIF of a gorilla saying fiction, and someone else saying, I thought a documentary couldn't be fictional. Man, no matter what your standpoint is on the current conflict in Israel and Palestine, this has nothing to do with it. This is a separate event that most definitely happened. It's very much documented, even by the perpetrators themselves. I'm not really understanding what these people are getting to, or what kind of rabbit hole they've managed to get themselves into, but it's really sad that this is just allowed to spread on a social media platform as big as Instagram. Hey, and I'm fully aware that most people who will see these kinds of reels or memes or whatever you want to call them will think, wow, these people exist, or just laugh at it or something along these lines and go about the rest of their day, right? However, there are many teenagers on these social media platforms, especially on Instagram. It's probably like the most popular one these days. And they might start believing this, as well as just gullible people in general. They don't have to be teenagers. There are many adults who believe in the most insane conspiracy theories out there. So, and generally, generally that's not really a problem, but when it's about, racial stuff, when it's about a certain group of people, this can cause problems because it can further spread into hate. These people will probably think, oh well, so they lied to us. Well, who lied to us? The Jews. They control us. They have an evil agenda. That kind of stuff. And it's not necessarily Jews here that I'm talking about. I mean, and I'm not even Jewish myself, so there's no argument to be made that I'm biased. And this can apply to anyone or anything. And that's the main reason that I wanted to make this video, is just because I feel like these sorts of misinformation being so easily accessible is not really healthy, in my opinion. And you may think that this may have been some sort of oversight by Instagram, because you can report things for, hate speech or calling for violence or misinformation or all sorts of reasons, but nothing happens to them, and this is not an exception. And hey, look, I'm not a big fan of cancel culture or just silencing people for little things, but I still believe there should be some sort of line of what can and cannot be said on popular social media platforms like Instagram. Because let's face it, it usually doesn't bring out the best in people when you're just allowed to say whatever you want and, hide behind a profile online whilst doing so. Yeah, that's just gonna bring in a lot of chaos, and it can affect people very negatively mental-wise. And I'm not just talking about the people who read these kinds of hateful conspiracy theories, but also the people who post them. Because if they're just allowed to continue doing this, they're just gonna slowly descend into this dark rabbit hole and become very hateful towards certain groups of people, which is, it's not good. I think we can all agree on this. But hey, let's be optimistic and just assume that this was all just a big joke, right? This was all just dark humor and people were being sarcastic. In my second and last example, because I want to get my point across without making this video too long and obnoxious with me ranting, we see a Muslim woman in Romania with the caption being, "Romania is not a Muslim welcoming country." And if we read the description, she's obviously being sarcastic because she says, well, today I was shocked. I go outside, they are calling for prayer, and I was in shock. Thank you, Romania. Since the day I came, everyone has been nice to me. I wear hijab, and each time I go back to Europe, I am scared of people's reaction to my own safety. In Romania, I have been meeting the most friendly people with my hijab. I felt safe and not judged. She also says, the rest of Europe, take a note of Romania. Well, personally, I've found this statement a bit odd because from what I've seen in countries like Germany, Belgium, and France, there is a bigger Muslim community than in Romania. And in Romania, people are just very religious, and I'm not really sure how they react to other religions. But hey, let's find out. Let's see what the Romanian people have to say in the comment section. And yikes. Romania is and will stay a Christian country. It's so sad to watch even tourist cities like Constanța transforming into this. Stop pushing these religious sounds towards our wonderful culture. Yeah, I think you need a little bit of a history lesson here. While indeed Romania is, the vast majority of it is Christian, is Orthodox, Constanța has had a mosque ever since, well, I believe 1822, it says here on Wikipedia. So this is nothing new, man. I don't know why you're getting so pressed by a single mosque. Like, there are so many Orthodox churches in Romania. There are 80 mosques in a country with 20 million inhabitants. And it even says here that the Muslim community in Romania is relatively well integrated with a focus on peaceful coexistence and religious tolerance, which kind of proves my point that this is just Instagram, where it seems like just hateful people gather to, I don't know, leash out their anger on society. Like this other guy saying, why don't Muslims stay in Muslim country? Why try too hard to convert other countries? My guy, I don't know if you noticed, but like vast majority of your people have immigrated to Western Europe. And more often than not, Romanians are seen as criminals by Western Europeans. I mean, what's like the most well-known joke about Romanians is like, oh, which gets to the wallet faster when it drops to the ground, before it drops to the ground, like the bacteria or the Romanian? I mean, just seems super ironic to me that they're out here commenting that, Muslims should stay in Muslim countries. This is just a pure definition of irony and stupidity, man. Don't really have anything else to say about this, but it's sad that look how many likes. For example, the first comment has 960 likes. It's just sad. I don't see how this doesn't fall under hate speech. Like Instagram doesn't remove these comments. And again, I'm not all for cancel culture, but spreading hate towards a certain religion, isn't that basically hate speech? I don't know. If it isn't, then what is? Please tell me. Okay, I'm gonna quit my rant here before it gets too long. So thank you for bearing with me. For those of you who did, again, I'm not going to make a trend out of this. This is just a one-off rant video about something completely different. So yeah, guys, please stay tuned for a more jolly video next time. I'm thinking of doing more gaming content on this channel. Maybe some Ark Survival Ascended or Evolved. Maybe some more Flight Simulator content or Dead by Daylight content. I'm not really sure what I should do. I haven't decided on that yet, but it definitely will be something more entertaining than this. So again, thanks for watching and a happy 2025 for everyone. See you guys in the next video.